Welcome back to Vuln Vibes. In this episode, we are going to talk about CVE 2025-60021. And we aren't just looking at another routine advisory here. This is a critical remote command execution in Apache bRPC, and it really demands immediate attention.
It really is. This is kind of the perfect storm for high severity rating. We're looking at a CVSS score of 9.8.
A 9.8, that's a red alert.
Absolutely. For anyone tracking the metrics, that's the trifecta, right?
Mm.
It's network accessible,
Right.
it requires zero authentication, and the attack complexity is, effectively zero. It's a red carpet for anyone scanning your perimeter.
And Apache bRPC isn't some niche library either. It's an industrial-grade RPC framework.
Used in really high-performance scenarios. Think search engines, heavy back-end processing.
So if you're running any version prior to 1.15.0, your attack surface just got a whole lot wider.
Exactly. The specific component at fault here is the built-in heap profiler.
The heap profiler.
It's a standard feature for debugging memory leaks, and it usually lives at the piproof heap endpoint.
Okay, which brings us to the mechanism. I was looking at the disk for the patch, and it seems like the whole issue stems directly from how they handle user parameters for that tool.
You've nailed it. It is a textbook case of CVE-2025.
Improper neutralization.
Improper neutralization of special elements in a command, yeah. The profiler accepts this one parameter called extra options.
Extra options.
And the intention was probably innocent enough,
Yeah.
Just let a developer pass some flags to the underlying profiling tool to, say, customize the output.
But a parameter named extra options is almost always a huge red flag when it involves shell execution. I'm guessing there was no sanitization.
Zero.
Huh.
None. The application takes whatever string you shove into extra options and just concatenates it directly into the command line string that executes the profiler.
That's wild. So I don't need to be some master hacker. I just need to append a semicolon or a pipe to that parameter, add my own shell command.
And the server just executes it. Blindly. It assumes the input is a friendly flag, but if you send a payload with malicious shell characters, the system executes your code with the exact same privileges as the bRPC process.
And since bRPC is designed for high-performance backend work, those processes can often have significant access. We're talking internal networks, databases.
Or worst case, it's running as root inside a container.
Which is the nightmare scenario, keys to the kingdom.
It is. It represents full system compromise. I mean, we're talking data exfiltration, modifying internal configs, or just a trivial denial of service by killing the service.
Low complexity, maximum impact. So for remediation, I do see the maintainers move pretty fast on this one.
They did, thankfully. The immediate fix is to upgrade to Apache bRPC version 1.15.0 or later. They've completely closed that injection hole.
And for the teams listening who might be stuck in, say, a change freeze or have complex dependencies that prevent an immediate version bump.
You can grab the upstream patch directly. It's in pull request #3101 in the project's GitHub.
And what does that do?
It essentially introduces the validation logic that should have been there from day one. It just checks that extra options doesn't contain dangerous characters before passing it to the shell.
Simple enough. Upgrade to 1.15.0 or just apply PRR PR 31101.
But before we wrap this deep dive, there's a bigger sort of architectural smell here, isn't there?
There absolutely is. And I think this is the real takeaway. We have to ask, why is Prof Heap reachable from the untrusted network at all?
Right. It's a debugging tool. It shouldn't be world-facing.
This whole vulnerability forces us to look at our own exposure. Debugging and profiling interfaces are powerful, but they should be bound to localhost or, strictly firewalled.
So if that endpoint hadn't been exposed to the public internet in the first place, this CVSS 9.8 would be a total non-issue for external attackers.
Exactly. It's a good reminder that defense in depth will beat perfect code every time.
A great point to end on. Thanks for tuning in to this deep dive. Stay secure out there.